So, yeah, like I said, I'm trialing a new look for the vampire. Um, I kind of like it, eh? It's better. Well, it doesn't have the dragon and the chest plate, which I really like. But yeah, it does have a real good mercenary look to it. It's pretty trippy, man. So yeah, I wouldn't mind exploring that option with a wee bit more of the detailing. So it's full set gear you're after, right?
I need the Swift ring and the Swift necklace. Just change the trade. So I'll have to, yeah, and then I'll.
Oh, you need
Cause
to research it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, well, that's cool. That's cool. Give me a mo and I'll make you a couple and then you can just
I
flip me the
erect the
stuff back.
spire.
I just, am I banking or am I bloody selling? I'm selling first.
I erect the spire.
And then, what do I do? I just open up the bank again.
I erect.
Wow. Is that senility or what? So, I have one spot in Savage Blade I can put a listing up. What do I sell? Not that. Okay, nothing in there at the moment. Nothing in there. Two in there. That should sell. So, one, two, two and one. Right.
I erect the spire.
Now I can go to the bank. No way. Why not? Why not indeed? Let's do it.
I erect the spire. I erect the spire.
And now I want to sell a couple of things to guildies. What do I sell? Sure, I've got something nice that I've made. Oh, that stuff's all bound. That's not bound.
I erect this.
Right. Okay, I've just done that. I'll go get you some of that stuff, dude, and I'll craft you those rings, okay?
Cheers, man.
No worries. I just had a brain fart for a moment, that's alright. Just selling stuff. Trying to decide what to sell.
Sorry, I just got to answer the door, mate.
No worries. Anyway, as I was saying, trying to decide what stuff to sell is really hard. It's just one of those things.
None of us is getting any younger.
Some of the stuff I don't want to sell, but make space. 164 gilding wax. He did say Swift. So I could sell this shit like crazy.
Somebody trying to sell me a vacuum cleaner, one of the Kirby ones.
Just tell him and go take a flying.
Yo, yeah. She gave me an entry to a free draw, but I know exactly what's coming after that. You have to give her your name and then you have to sign up for a demonstration or that bollocks.
And you shaking your head going, no.
Not today, thanks.
Right, so you want one Swift and one ring of... I mean, one necklace and one ring of Swift, right? One of each.
Correct.
Just for research, right?
Correct.
Okay. One Swift ring made. One Swift necklace made. Send to Mons Dragon.
Greetings.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Not too bad. Goes up to anything?
Well, I'm just crafting Mons Dragon here, couple of research things.
No, just for research. Okay.
Yeah. Just be aware, Mons, whatever you do, do not pay gold for those things. Get them from the Master Writ guy, because they're like 20 Writ vouchers, whereas you can probably spend about 20,000 gold on them.
Oh, okay.
And it's actually a good way of making money too if you do a lot of Master Writ vouchers.
Almost joined the Warborn myself.
I actually got an exemplary Triune Rune thing the other day for jewellery.
Yeah, I've got a few. If you do need them, I'll just take them off the listing. If you need infused.
Nah, I'm right. I've got... Oh, what have I got? Hang on. I haven't got a huge amount left to do.
Yeah, I've got my second tune to, trait.
Okay, I need
6.
Triune Ring and bow Swift, and then I'm done.
Well, I can do the Swift for you really easy. Like I said, you can get the stuff from the Writ voucher vendor. Just do a couple of Master Writs, and if you don't have Master Writs, ask someone like me, and I will get you enough master writs that you can get 20. All you need is enchanting or alchemy at 50.
I wish I was off adventuring.
Yeah, it might be a little bit of a wait. I've got plenty of master writs. Well, I've used up all the ones I can do at the moment, but I've got 297 vouchers.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you can easily get your
Except for the fact that at the moment I'm trying to get enough to buy what is it? Ebon?
Oh, the ebon armor.
Ebon motif.
Yeah.
And that's
300. Yeah. I got close to that several times before I ended up getting it. So, yes, I understand. I would have almost the 300 mark, and then, of course, something would come up and I would have to spend some.
Yeah. So I'm trying to be strict, not spend any, because I'm so close now. Like one more writ voucher of almost any sort is probably going to do it.
Well, I could probably do that for you after the writs in quarter of an hour. Probably give you one that you can do that'll push you over and get you 20 for your first piece of research.
Yeah, that'd be good. You don't have to though.
I know. Well, you can always
chances are I'll get one in the next couple of days anyway.
Tell you what, I have done this for people where I've given them the writ vouchers and basically just said, holy shit. Like 25 and 50 writ vouchers, and they've gone and bought me a purple random pattern from the vendor guy, you know, and repayment later on. I don't really care. I don't expect that, and I don't expect gold. It's just that the more you guys tick off those little wants, the more you guys get the chance to help other people with a few of their wants, so it exponentially grows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I help one person, you might, but I help one down the track, and then I can help another. You know, and
what goes around comes around.
Yeah, it's cool.
Or what they call in North America, pay it forward.
Yeah, pay it forward. Yeah, we do that in NZ as well. People with coffees do it all the time. It's quite cool. Come to the coffee shop. Right, so I got a wee issue where I went to my main crafting hall, and all that's left here is a bank. It was a wee bit of a shock. So now I've got to find out where the crafting hall's moved to. It's the only problem with being a smart ass and using Port Friend's house.
Well, Paxman's got everything.
Yeah, I know, but I might as well add this guy back in anyway. He'll have it all shifted, but it's just I've got to find him.
I think Grey Wolf for NZAD's got everything as well.
Yeah. Oh, I just I like going to these guys because I've permanent membership.
Right.
I don't have to pay any money, but I do. What am I looking up? Just confused myself. Hello, Silly Haven. That's what I'm looking for. So what's new? Primary. This will be interesting.
Strike.
Oh. What? Okay, he's moved everything and obviously not set it up. Wow. Okay, I'll go to one of the others then. Screw it. Let's go to Grey's. I quite like the Lynchel. I actually been thinking about the Lynchel a lot. How many days left on the buying of it?
Oh, there wasn't a lot. Hang on.
I think there's like one left, isn't there?
But I think it was 14,000. No, there's a week. There's a week left. But it's 14,000 crowns.
I know.
So, yeah.
I know. But it would be perfect for what I want. It just depends on how much you can pull out. If you can pull out heaps, and leave it as just bare bones, I could make this into my hardly normal, no worries at all. Isn't I? Yeah, this would just be a perfect hardly normal shopping bonanza where you could check out all the furnishings, all the different types of furnishings, you know, and people could actually come and look at them, and I'll figure out one or some way of actually, like, each row. You could set up rows of items, and you could go down the rows. So the 10th row, 5th item, and then you look it up in the spreadsheet and go, it's that. I'd like one of those, and you know exactly what, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to create something that's going to make it easy for us to do this ordering system. Did you see I added more to it, Sam?
Which one?
To the
The mono one.
No, the market thing. I've posted a whole lot of tips for people who want to make some money.
Let me have a look at that now, because I haven't really looked at that. So is this, am I looking in Guild House? Or where am I looking for this?
No, it's just below us, you'll see Marketplace.
Oh, yeah.
So I've tried to make it so people can actually download images instead of having to have this page up all the time. And even print it out if they want. I don't really care. Printer with black background's kind of harsh. Now I think about it. Spectre's Eye.
Relic vault. Sort of like a safe. I'm glad you put the person next to it, because that's one thing that's really hard sometimes to work out what the actual scale is.
Oh, well, I really hate that as well, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's... You'll see when you click on the market catalogue that I'm dividing it into two areas. One is where I help people sell stuff, and the other one is where I help people acquire stuff. And part 2 is that workshop pattern thing. Now, I've started with the workshop patterns, and I'm working through Undercroft now, and I've got a lot more to go, but I'm getting there. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be quick, you know. What did I go to? It's clothing, I think I'm meant to be doing. So I knew it wouldn't be quick, you know. So, yeah, I just decided, well, it's probably the way to do it. Now, the question for you right now, dude, is instead of me giving you a written thing to do you want me just to give you some of the rings ready for research now? Or do you want to, have you not got research available?
I haven't got research available for like 10, 15 days.
Okay, so there's no rush.
No rush.
No, that's sweet. I just wanted to check. I'm gambling on the fact that I don't have permission to visit this house. Okay. So if it's new, he hasn't finished it. I don't know which house it is, so I'll figure it out later.
Hot sales tips from Guildies. Chromium plating, 76,000. Yeah, all very well if you've got chromium plating to even sell.
Well, actually, the chromium stuff I get more of than the purple. Because it's dropping with your master writs now. It drops all the time with your jewellery writs, so you get a lot of it. Well, the grains you do, I mean, yeah.
I've got a total of 2 chromium grains.
Well, see, I'm on my probably 5th one, but I do 6 jewellery writs a night. I get a lot of chromium grains.
Yeah.
It's where the benefit is.
That's out of date, though, that tip. When was that? When did you put that up?
Today.
That was not today.
Yeah.
Last time I went looking for chromium grains, like yesterday, it was 80 to 100,000. Not grains, plating, 80 to 100,000.
Okay, so chromium plating at the moment, and TTC suggested, They have it at 72,000 to 90,000. Currently, M&M prices. You've got to remember the M&M gives you much more accurate feed. In the last 15 days, at the most, it has sold for 85,000. At the moment, I'm able to get chromium plating for less than that. But yeah, the chromium plating has not been selling high as it used to. Last time, the highest it's ever sold is 160,000.
Yeah. Look, at the moment, right, I'm looking at... So this is TTC, right? If you run a search for what's available right now, the cheapest one was 36 minutes ago, Vivek City, 79,990.
Well, see, in the last 15
the average
days,
is about 85.
in the last 15 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sales have been under 70,000.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying to you. It's been going up over the last week or so. Steadily going up.
You see, I've been seeing it going down. At the moment, they're saying an average of 76,199.52.
This is why I gave up my idea of trying to get somebody to make me a fortified brass ring, because it just was too expensive.
Well, see, I've got the same information as you, and TTC's telling me that 75,000 is a good average for selling. At the high market, it has hit 90,000, and MM has got the most it's sold across 4 trading guilds at 85,000 as the highest it's ever sold. And that's only 15 days worth of data. I could actually increase it out to 30 if you want. I'm just trying to keep it in current trends, not increase. And that's the thing I don't like about TTC. TTC includes the very first sales of it, which generally are way up around the 160,000 mark. How many of them will you see sell for 160,000 now?
No.
See, that's where the price is pushed up, and the average is all those original sales.
Well, all I can tell you is when I was looking at getting this ring made the other day, right, I went round and checked, like, apart from running the search for TTC, I actually went round and checked about 30 traders as well.
Well, okay.
And starting at all the cheap ones, right? And it was, on every single one of them, it was sold out. And the cheapest one that I could actually get that was still available for sale was 95,000.
Okay, well, here's an example. And like I said, in this trading thing, a lot of this is going by my own sales. These are my high-use, high-spend items from personal expenditure. I will tell you now, I have not paid over 75,000 for chromium plating yet. Not once have I paid more than 75,000 for it.
Okay, well.
So I don't know where you're buying it, but let me know. I'm just going to start listing it there. If they're selling it for that high, I'll buy it at 75 and sell it for 85.
See, my assumption was when I was going to traders where it was noting it was posted like 10 minutes ago and it was gone by the time I got there. My assumption in that case is that the market's running pretty hot and that there's people out there just buying it to resell it at a higher level.
Well, they probably will be, but I'm trying to get this thing to be a point of if you were paying over 75,000 for chromium plating, you are paying too much. That's a lot of where my goal is as well, is to actually guide people of where not to spend too much as well. Yeah. So you got to understand, I'm trying to play this fair for both buyers and sellers. I'm not trying to make everyone filthy rich, and hence the disclaimer. The price is recommended at just a gauge for you to have as a guide.
I'm not, casting aspersions on anything you're doing. I'm just saying that when I went looking for it, I couldn't get it that cheap.
See, yeah, you gotta change how you're looking, man. Because, like I said, I got stuck with a whole lot of jewelry crafting writs. You know, the crafting writs. I actually paid 80,000 in gold for one that had 300 writ vouchers in it. So with that sort of investment, I had to have it done. So I got it done. I was able to supply one chromium grating for myself and bought 3. And 2 of them I got at 75k each for 150k. And the last one I paid about 72.5k for.
Right.
So it is definitely out there, man. And like I said, if you look at Eminem on, I'll take a screenshot for you. Hold on, because this is.
Because let me tell you right now, chromium plating has fallen through the floor compared to what it used to be.
Exactly
what it
I'm
used to be. Yeah,
but
that's true.
But no, but this is what I'm trying to say is you're talking about what you're gauging on current trends.
All I was saying is in the last week, right, the prices have gone up.
Yeah, well, actually, I've seen them drop. That's the thing. Hold on, have a look at this. I've got a picture for you in general. Have a look at the picture I've just linked. This is one of the gauges I go by. This is M&M. This is the market traders I run. You look at the top price in the last 15 days, right?
Yep.
And you look at the lowest price in the last 15 days, and you look at where those sales points are. They're all over that 76k 200 guideline that I put in for them as their lowest.
What's the diff between the green and the blue dots?
Oh, some of them are guild in-house buys, I think, and some of them are external. I don't know. I don't know the difference between, or they might be bulk buys and single buys. I'm colorblind, dude. I don't notice. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, good question. I didn't know they were. But that's what I'm gauging with all these prices that I list today. I'm going on what the current trend is, and instead of breaking it back 30 days, which, like I said, I could have done, I wanted it narrowed to 15 days, as much as I could, to give the last 2 weeks trading as a guide for people.
Yeah.
And like I said to you, dude, I had to think of it as a buyer's point of view as well as a seller's, because these guys are going to start selling it in-house trade, and we don't want to be ripping our mates off.
Yeah, that's the caveat though. You can list it for chromium
Anything
plating,
you want.
List it for you can list it for $1 million gold.
Yep.
Doesn't mean somebody's going to go buy it.
Yeah. And there was
I get that.
Yeah.
You missed what I was saying earlier, that I went actually around about 30 odd traders.
he didn't have much luck.
and the cheapest I could get it for was 85, so I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
Because it was, and a lot of the traders I went to, right, it was like, even though it had been listed in the last 10 minutes, it was already gone by the time I got there.
You see, it's the time of day you look at. Time of day you look at as well.
See, you've reached the point with jewelry craft, right, that a lot of the, because you had this phase where everyone's trying to skill up on it really as much as they
I've got to
can.
be right
They're
back.
paying stupid prices for jewelry to research. But a lot of the crafters are now at the point where they've got everything they need for the skill. They know all the trays, and you're in the phase where people are starting to make stuff. So, and there's crafters out there who can make stuff for people who don't have the skill. So now the mats to make things like gold rings are starting to climb a bit in price because the demand's going up. It's nowhere near as the stupid values it was at the start, but it's in demand. I think it's in demand at the moment.
At the moment, from what I can tell, yes, I agree, it is in demand. And because of that, prices do get slightly elevated because it is in demand and people will pay just about anything to get their hands on something like that.
Yeah.
But there is a point where the prices become too much.
Well, that's right. Because, you get people like me who look at it and go, oh, yeah,
I don't
that
really
is too
need
much.
it that much. I
Not
don't
as
really
much.
need it that bad.
That's right. And that was what I did. Basically, I said, oh, well, I can wait for that. Because the other thing that will happen over time is,
Price
so the
will drop again.
moment you got low availability, high demand, but the availability is going to go up, even if the demand doesn't diminish, and that's going to
Yeah.
drop the price.
Well, you've also got the thing of more people now are getting Somerset, so they're going
Yeah.
to be able to get it as well, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. Yes.
So it's a lot more common now. Oh my god, that's right, I have to go out over fucking here. But yeah, I mean, price... What is it? What you've also got to consider as well is that we recently had Wolf Hunter drop.
Yeah.
So people are making Wolf builds.
Yeah.
So, and people will be wanting gold jewelry for that. They'd be wanting the mats to upgrade their jewelry to gold. So the demand will go up because of that. You'll find in a couple of weeks,
Right, I'm back.
it'll fall through the floor again.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to consider that too.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to deal with something family orientated in the background.
All I was saying to see is because we've recently had Wolf Hunter drop as well, and people are trying out werewolf builds. Hell Western Crooked.
Mm-hmm.
All the werewolf jewelry that drops out of the new dungeons, people are going to want that gold, which is why prices are now slightly more elevated because there's a little bit less.
Yeah.
Give it a couple of weeks, and it'll fall through the asshole again.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that was what I was thinking. Anyway, I can wait a couple of weeks to see what happens.
Yeah.
I always say hold on, because if you're paying too much, then you're mad. It'll always come to you. I've got a mate of mine who, Prime, you've probably met Prime. Before I met him, he basically was scrounging for gear all the time, and golding stuff. He was spending all his gold on it. And since I've met him, I supply him and me, and sometimes even Flex, with all their crafting needs for golding up. One person supplying 3. It's doable, and a lot of the time I'd spend a crap load of gold. But I'll tell you now, mate, I never spend more than I have to. So by Friday afternoon every week, I've basically stocked up on enough to do 2 sets of gear for Prime and heavy or medium and even wood. And I never run out. The only reason I do that is because sometimes I can't sleep at 3 in the morning and I get online and all the prices are there. So I'm waking up Americans putting new stuff in their listings. That's when you hit.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, do you guys remember what time it is that we know if we've still got traders available or people have lost their bids? Oh, it's been already.
Yeah, I think so.
Tuesdays? No, wait.
No.
It's today. It's
today.
It's US Sunday.
It's been...
Nah.
Because it's usually about 2 a.m. 2 p.m. for me, I thought. There's a...
I'll just check.
Double check.
Side. Give me a second.
I forgot all about it this week. I've had so much on my plate.
Okay, Monday the 10th. Yeah.
I love pizza.
What's time?
Oh yeah, another jewellery crafter it.
Okay, Molokina Arms Pack. Weekly trial is more of Lorcage. Imperial Library. Fan art and fan fiction contest. Righty fuck. No. Imperial City Anniversary Sale.
There's been a
The
shift.
Anniversary Event.
Since the
Imperial City
forming of
Celebration
Pact,
Twitch
Dunmer
drop.
are using more.
Golden Vendor finishes at 10 p.m. She doesn't really have anything of interest for me, so I'm not even going to bother.
Oh, that's the one in freaking Cold Harbour. You mean?
No, Golden's in.
No, luxury
PvP.
vendors in
Oh, the
Cold Harbour.
PvP. Oh, right.
Golden's the jewellery.
Yeah,
Did either-
Golden's the gold jeweler.
Right. Did either of you guys have a look at the luxury furniture?
Nah,
Did you?
I
don't.
do all the time. I buy a lot from it.
So what's it like this weekend?
Actually, what was it this weekend? It was the Nirncrux, I think. The crusher and the buckets of Nirncrux and stuff like that.
Which doesn't sound terribly interesting.
Oh, no, the bowls of Nirncrux are actually quite cool, because it looks quite, you know. But otherwise,
Glow.
I think it's more of a, something that you would be quite cool, in, like a dwarf in a mine or something, you know.
North America Guild Trader reset at 11 a.m. according to this timer. So it
Right, so-
happened. Yeah, it happened today.
That's good.
11 a.m.
Mine all retained their trader, so that's good.
Yeah, so trader reset 5 hours ago. Fence limit reset 3 hours ago. The daily reset was 8 minutes ago, and maintenance begins at 1800. So that is in an hour 50.
Oh, God. Which castle is KC?
Pasties King's Crest.
Oh, King's Crest.
Mhm.
Do you guys know what RSS
There's
means?
been a shift.
Forming
of the pack.
The
Resources.
resources
Using more and more wood,
resources are being
less
hit.
and less bone.
Oh, right.
They usually declare that when it's about to get cut off, not when the first one flares up with action. They usually don't notice until it's desperation measures, you know.
Yeah.
Pain in the
Or
ass.
or you're like me and you notice that shit from the moment the first one gets hit. You put the call out. Nah, it's a distraction.
Oh yeah. We've
Call
had
out,
that
"Nah,
as
it's a
well.
distraction. And it's just like, alright, and then the whole thing gets cut off. It's a distraction. He said it'll be fine. He said we lost the fucking keep, dickhead.
Yep.
Mm.
Hey, so what does BLP stand for?
BLP. Don't you mean a BRK maybe?
No, somebody's gone KCRSS, and then somebody's gone poop, it's BLP.
Look for a
Blue bellies. Oh no.
BLP.
Yeah.
What team? What alliance?
This is
What alliance you with?
I'm on red.
AP.
EP.
BLP.
Don't know.
Okay, well, I'll give you one other one. Somebody's just put in zone chat. EPHS, all in caps.
EPHS.
I could guess that EP stands for Ebonheart Pact. If it's not obvious, don't worry about it, because it's somebody...
It's not that obvious. I mean, I don't do a heck of a lot of PvP, but I know a little bit. BLP, I'm drawing a blank, and EPHS.
And I'm eating. Sorry, so I didn't want to chew in your ear. So what was it?
Just all in caps, EPHS.
High school, maybe. Maybe they just got the high school back.
Possibly.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You'd think they'd use a little bit more.
I usually rely on my own judgment and not theirs, to be honest,
Yeah.
because theirs is usually shit.
There's
Yeah,
been a
well,
shift.
in this case, we don't even know what they're actually trying to tell us.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Might be obvious to them, but yeah,
Not to anyone
it's like
else.
it's like most code. You make it too easy, you're talking to everyone. You make it too hard, you're talking to yourself.
Yep.
May I be of service?
Yep.
And then again, it could be someone who's just sitting there making zone chat while they spy on you. just trying to
Possibly.
confuse the issue. I've seen that button going down before.
But yeah, well, what was it? We had someone say there was like half a dozen DC somewhere. Remember?
Hmm.
Yeah, and then it
No.
turned out there was like 30
Yeah.
at that location, and they were basically acting as insiders, being a cockhead.
Yes, right. All too
Um,
common, I think. Just all too common.
Oh,
If you guys decide to do anything, let me know.
crap. Yeah, I'm just getting my Ritz done and eating some tucker. I'm quite hungry, so the kai is needed. I'm just having fun putting the wrong crap in banks.
That's always good fun.
Oh, yeah. It's real entertaining for my audience as well. Of course. That is sarcasm, by the way.
It's all good. It's all good.
But I'm going to say it again. I love pizza. Oh, what?
Oh dear, I reckon I could get up the next 5 levels in, what, hour and a half?
Well, I'm probably going to end up making a new tune. And I swore I never would, but...
What,
I thought-
PvE or PvP?
No, for video purposes of showing how I level up real fast. Without having to cry to everyone that I need leveling up help.
Well, if you need a new tune, then all you do is just make something level 1 and you don't need to do anything else with it. It's just to be in pictures.
No, so I'm going to level it all the way up, but it'll be a Dark Elf Dragon Knight.
Okay. Yes, well, that's what I'm running here.
I want an EP Dragon Knight. That's what it comes down to.
Well, that's fair enough.
And until the devs get off their asses and allow us to change Alliance for those of us who foobarred, that's the thing. I mean, it was a foobar, but as far as I'm concerned, no.
The Alliance stuff, really, from my reading of it, it's really to do with the fact that originally you couldn't even go into another Alliance area, and you'd be basically kill on sight from all of the NPCs. So it was always set up to be quite separate, but I think they had trouble fixing it when they decided to go the other way.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the system that they run is a lot fairer on newer players. I mean, you're always playing at a CP160 level.
Yeah.
Which means all of Tamriel is at that level. Which means it's a lot easier to create one set of monster stats across the board than a dozen set of monster stats per monster across the board. So I'm not too upset with the system that they use. My issue is the fact that they excuse me, they allowing the lag to perpetually get worse. I mean, exponentially getting worse is be worse, but
Oh, shit. Now I'm screwed. Yeah, I'm screwed.
why?
There was 3 or 4 blues, and they were fighting some reds, and I thought I'd go and help, and then another 10 of them fucking came around the corner.
Mm-hmm. You surprised?
No, but I was sort of surprised at the direction they came from,
Yeah.
because it was the direction our go. They actually pincered us, basically.
Yeah, it's DC are cowards. Unless they've got the numerical advantage, they will not fight.
Some of them aren't, but there's a good deal of them that are like that. And the guys I run with won't run with many of the other DC groups because they don't like their tactics. So I'm in a really good Werewolf Zerg squad. And they don't mind me being in Vivek on EP and Vivek on Daggerfall. I mean, if that was a problem, I would turn around and say, well, see ya.
Do you have an AD team?
No.
See, that's the other thing I was thinking about the other day. The fact that the guild is NZAD, that is essentially AD aligned, and
Well, you know how that came
People
about, though,
have-
don't you?
well, probably through accident rather than anything.
No, NZAD is originally standing for New Zealand Armoured Division from another game. And, of course, Ace, when he spawned it, he just kept the name. And then it was just, when picking tune to play, NZAD, choose AD, sweet. No, I think that's how the decision process went through.
Yeah.
Sounds like something Ace would do, not gonna lie.
Me too, for that matter, so, you know.
Yeah,
Either way, right? Either way, the thing is this: that at some point the guild's going to do AD PvP.
Yes.
And I was thinking maybe I'll need to organise a character for that.
No, we'll still have the EP contingent, and we'll still have a DC contingent within the guild. That'll never change. It really won't, mate. It's just
Yeah,
that
but
they are going to focus on running AD PvP scenarios, which I don't care. If I run into them on the field and I'm playing an EP, they're going to get killed, or I'm going to get killed. It'd be no hard luck, no hard feelings or anything like that. It'd be, good shot, man. Because that's the way it should be. It should be a good laugh, and if someone dies to the other's hand, I'd hope you'd pat him on the back and say, good show, old chap. Whatever you want to say.
yeah,
I don't think it'll be an issue with this guild. Other guilds, yes. This guild, nah. Everyone's too laid back.
yeah.
I mean, if I didn't know better, I'd say everyone was stoned. We're so casual.
Yeah.
Well, Blackie, yeah, there's an exception to every rule, and you're it, man.
I packed that bong too good last night.
But yeah, you know what I mean? It's about... It's the guild style. They definitely have it in this one, and I'm quite happy to stick with it. So, if they'd turned around and said, oh, you're not allowed to play EP and Vivek, I would actually say, screw you, bye.
I don't think they're going to do that. I'm just saying
they never would.
It might be useful to have a AD tune as well. That was all.
No. I would a dragon ring. Dragons bring good luck. I've pretty much, which here's an surprising thing. My initials are AD.
Right.
I normally would pick that, but the thing is, dragons mean a lot more to me than my initials. And who's got the dragon? Evanhart. That's how I chose my alliance. It's just, I like dragons more. My son, his name's Leo. Leo the Lion. I could have chosen Daggerfall Covenant on that. Or I could have chosen AD on my initials. The thing that did flavour my decision, though, which you might find quite amusing, bro, is I play Skyrim, and I know the future. The future that AD brings. So,
yeah, I think you mentioned that the other day, that they're a bunch of bastards.
yeah, so there's another reason I won't play AD. Because they're not the nicest people in the world, man. But yeah, there's so many things that you could make a decision on. For me, it was just, I wanted EP because of dragons. And ever since then, you know, I haven't changed. Apart from that one tune, which, like I said, is an accident. Was never meant to happen. just pissed me off that it did happen. I don't know.
How is everyone?
It's the Flexter himself. Hey man, how are you?
Oh, not too bad. Hard day at work.
Sorry about talking to you like that, and I'm explaining that you're such a bad player, and you know. Oh wait up, that wasn't you. That's all right then.
Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah, probably
I had a bit of attitude yesterday.
Did you? I didn't notice. Anyway, what are you up to? Have you done your writs? Had you done that?
No, I've just logged in, mate.
Ah, okay, bro. I went down in the sewers earlier. Well, I went into
That's
Cyrodiil
right,
first with my Templar to go get those sky shards that I can get. And I had time left over, and I thought, oh, you know what, I'll go into the sewers as well. And I've got it on video. A big mass posse of yellows sitting in the centre of the sewers, you know, the round room in the sewers.
Yeah.
And that's the last sky shard I've got to get. And I'm looking at, and they're waiting for the bosses to spawn again. And I'm looking at it.
Yeah,
I thought,
they're farming
Yeah.
the bloody skins,
of
whatever.
course they are. Well, so I thought I'll wait until they get into a fight, and then I'll try and sneak up and get the sky shard before I die,
Yep.
and see what happens. So I did that. Mass failure, death. Second time, sneaked all the way back through there again, and ran into this player, and I had to go Wolfman mode. So I went wolf on him, killed him, and then I ran around the corner, and there's like 18 yellow, and the healer's standing back closest to me, and she's half health, and I just pounced on her. But they responded really well, and the whole yellow Zerg got me. But, on saying that, shit, it was fun. What a way to... it was a finale of finales, you know? This lone werewolf with 2 pets diving into the fray. I was quite chuffed. I actually got that on video. That's going to be on one of my highlight tapes one day.
Should have gone in there with oh shit, what's that set called?
Oh, the Shieldbreaker?
No, it's a magic set.
Oh. No use to me then.
Ouch. Ouch.
Right, next turn.
So what are you up to?
Well, I've
I'm
got
trying
2
to break
tunes.
into a keep at the moment.
All right.
I've got 2 tunes to do, and then I'm ready to rock and roll.
Trying to break into Chelman.
Oh god, chill.
How's that working out?
Well, we're in the castle grounds. We're just trying to get in the keep.
All right.
Who's
trying to work out what I'm going
who's
to
in
bring in.
control of it, blue or yellow?
Oh, somebody killed me. Yeah, what was... Oh, freaking poison.
Get that rune on board, man.
Oh, I don't think it would have helped this time. I got hit
Oh,
with two people
You'll
arched
be
me with poison.
shocked. You'll be shocked how effective that rune of poison protection does help. I've survived so many things. Us Flex. Times that we would have died, mate. We should have died 1,000 times over according to our old fighting style. One rune of that, we're alive. In fact, I think all my tunes run it now.
Ah, they killed my freaking... Oh, freaking out. That's it. These pricks. I'm going to go put a scatter shot up.
Alright. Almost done with the crafting.
If I live long enough. No, I'm dead again. Fuck. Can't even get away.
It feels like that sometimes.
I just found it funny how I was defending a keep. Like the enemy were like they were in the little alcoves off to the sides.
Yeah.
Of the door. Yeah, they were in there, and it was just like, you know what?
Who's that?
Chances are I'm gonna die anyway. So run in, spin to win.
Who's TNT Kush? Any of you guys?
they going offline today or tomorrow?
Tonight, I think.
Tonight.
That'll
I
be right.
think we had an hour and a half.
An hour and a half left on the time frame,
Something
yes.
like that.
That's why I'm getting my writs done ASAP.
Oh, I should go down. I couldn't be bothered.
See, that's the thing when it's like this, I really don't know if I can be bothered going in. I'd rather do a dungeon or two or something. Because when you just get settled into your groove and PvP and then it shuts down, it's like, ah, man. You know?
Almost level 46.
We're going to get knocked out of this keep without getting anywhere.
What's the score at the moment? Oh, we're definitely
somebody's
winning,
put
but
the-
not by much.
Somebody's put the forward camp
In a real
so
dumb place.
far back. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's no surprise, dude. Some people don't really consider that the spawn camps have a radius. If the radius doesn't cover the keep, why put it?
Yeah. Because the other thing that didn't help matters then is I ran out of food.
I've just
But-
noted a new bar under my health bars.
Why'd you break?
The reason
No,
we're having
champion bar.
Huh?
we weren't having a lot of trouble,
Champion bar?
but until they all came in behind us.
That tends to put a bit of a dampener on anything going on.
So I'm still trying to figure out this champion bar. I'm running all the stuff that you're running now, so... Where are you seeing champion bar? Oh, is it that green bar down
Underneath the
below?
health bar, right down the bottom, yeah. It
Yeah.
tells you how many championship points there is. I haven't seen him before.
Your own character is enlightened and will earn the next 20,000 XP at an accelerated rate. Wow. Bully you. Thank you very much for telling me that little green bar. I was desperate to know. So how do we get rid of it?
I have no idea.
Because I just need to hit C to see that. That must come from LUI, man. It's got to, or Surrender. Has Surrender done an update? Do you use Surrender?
Nah.
It's not on LUI, because I've run LUI, and I haven't noticed that, so...
Very fine work.
Then again, I have...
It might actually be game.
In terms of...
No, see that health bar's the LUI health bar.
Is it
I
up in
think.
the top left, or is it
Well, no, I move everything around, so yeah, that doesn't really help. But you can hop on my stream and see if you want.
Yeah, I'll take a quick gander.
It's the
YouTube.
YouTube one, yeah. I'm keeping it up so you can see it the whole time. Can't do that. Okay, I'm gonna be right back while you have a look.
What's your stream thing? Oh, now what do I want? Ebon thread, fell hide, ebony ingot, sanded you. I'll take the fell hide. Oh, I also get 5 mix stones.
Gotta click unmute if you can come back and say hello. And I am back. So,
What's
did you
your-
get a look at it?
What's your YouTube thing? So I can't.
Oh, Dog Vamps. I can probably link it somewhere. Hold on.
Okay, I think we got this.
Yeah, it's just me.
Oh, they're still fighting though. They're still in here. Oh, there's one trick right there.
Sorry, pizza. Yum.
Just flick me a link on Discord because
Oh,
it
where is
is not appearing in any
Yeah, I'm
way,
about
shape, or
to.
form.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait up. Did that not work? What the hell? What the hell was that? It's the wrong one. Sorry, dude.
All good.
I'm having a wee brain fart. You've got to actually copy paste when you grab the thing, not leave the one that you had in there.
Yeah.
That should bring it up. Yeah, it pays to pay attention to what you're doing sometimes.
Generally does.
So you'll see my name, my CP level, Dragon Knight, and you'll see the health, the blue,
bar, yeah, the bar underneath.
yeah, and there's a tiny wee green bar underneath, and you watch what happens when I highlight it.
Yeah, that's that is a part of LUI, but it also sources its data off vanilla. I've got that disabled for
So-
obvious reasons.
Ice cream flavors to me, man. Oh, yeah. So yeah,
I'd never seen it before.
near right. I have all that stuff turned off normally, so
Yeah, I've just disabled all that on my end, mainly because I don't like too much clutter on my screen, especially
neither
when
way.
you're throwing around a fuck ton of lightning bolts like I do.
The only reason I have a lot is I've got the quest marker back up again to help with the Ritz. Right, selling stuff, that's what we were doing.
Ah, why the fuck couldn't I get him?
What's your ping at the moment?
No, 350.
Oh, there you go, that's why you didn't get him.
He wasn't there.
Yeah, hard to kill someone who wasn't where you're trying to kill them.
Hello there.
Yeah, it's a bit of a piss of that.
Got one. Right. Cool. That's 20 out of 20 sorcerers.
Sorks in PvP are a nightmare.
So,
Not anymore.
Because of the damage shield.
My werewolf takes them down
and the
now.
amount of damage they can dish out.
Plus the fact they're Mage's Wrath.
That is evil.
Yeah, I'm not a great fan of that one, I will admit.
If I'm being killed by a mage, you almost guarantee it's Mage's Wrath or the Fury that has taken you out.
Uh-huh.
It's guaranteed.
And for good reason. It's very powerful.
They say it's only 4,000, but they don't mention that it's like 14,000 if you get below X amount of health. It's an awesome executioner.
Yeah. It does 4k straight up. And then you drop below 20%. Boom, you're dead. No ifs, no buts.
Yep, and depending how much magic you got, that 4,000 can be higher.
Well,
yes.
the only
I think
thing
mine runs at about 4,800. It's freaking off tap.
That's why I like the Dragon Knight. It was like that guy that tried to gank you last night. Remember?
That
You
was
had your
funny, eh?
reflective scale on, and he hits
She
out
was
at
instant death.
flicks, and it was like 80% of the person's health was gone, and then we both turned around
Turned around
and
and smacked him
nailed
one.
him one.
Walked in.
was
What do we get out? What
funny
do
as
we get
hell.
for him? With a freaking
Oh.
shitload.
It was like 3k, I think. It's on stream.
Yeah, I was pretty happy.
I was laughing at that. So yeah, it was funny.
I didn't even realise it hit me until afterwards. And Doc says to me, he goes, "What did you do then?" I thought, "I just buffed me bloody wings," and then he hit me. So he must have. And I thought, well, he must have hit me with a Dawnbreaker or something because it freaking snotted him.
It was definitely because he had 28.7 or 28.9, I think, in health, and it definitely took him well below the 20% threshold. He went down like a ton of bricks, eh? It was funny.
Who just picked him up and dropped him on his head, eh?
Well, he's a bit of a... That, I think we'd come
It
across
wasn't
him...
even intentional. He'd done it before.
Yeah. So, yeah, we just murdered him. It was fun. Rightio, last tune. Oh, I've done all those damn master writs. Better hand them in while I'm at it. Forgot about that.
Oh, great.
But I am thinking of making a DK for EP.
Most clients.
Oh, you got to do it, man. And make
Well-
a magic one.
Nah, screw the magic. My Stam DK and Werewolf with the shield breaker and the Kevy Edge.
This is taking longer than
It's
I
insane, man. It really is. And when he's in werewolf mode, oh my god. There's no real stopping it.
I wish I was off adventuring.
Fuck you, buddy. Oh, I can't do anything, this guy. No, me.
The bloodthirsty. What is that?
Honestly, don't.
That's
get
the
it.
10% extra damage under 20% health.
Why I can't do anything to some of these players at all.
Well, I think there's a new cheat running around out there too.
I reckon there might be a couple of cheats, especially after what we were seeing yesterday.
Oh god, yeah. Magic health, magic shields. And I don't mean game mechanic magic.
How does that bloodthirsty stack with Caviage?
It does very well, actually. That, and then you get how is it called? The CP one. I mean the champion point one. CP one. Yes. The hell's that called?
Give me a second.
No, I can't remember what it's under. But
If it's what I think it is, off balance? No, perfect
No.
strike.
no, not tactician. I think it's the
Fuck me.
exploiter. Yeah.
I could not knock this guy's shields down at all, right? And I did about 50,000 points to it. Fucking hell.
Increase your
What is
damage
it?
done against off-balance enemies by 10% as exploiter.
Hold on, I'm just. Yeah, it is the
What was it,
exploiter.
DK or Mage?
So you do a roll. Hold on, I was just checking that I had the right one. Yeah, increases your damage done against off balance enemies by 10%. So you go in there with the werewolf leap sort of thing, and straight away, you're doing some serious DPS. But you need a lot of CP points set right.
Come on, seriously.
Because until I reset my CP points, it was actually mediocre at best. Once CP points were done, I was like, wow.
Ah, shit.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to swap the CP points around so I could keep him as a tank. For instance, Blackie.
No, I can't get this guy at all.
What is he, DK?
Oh, I don't know what he is. I can't tell.
You don't run the symbol on the health bar when you see him.
Wow, things might be happening too fast. Got myself killed doing that. Trying to keep the crosshairs on him long enough so I can see what the tune is.
Yeah, I know.
The next thing I'm dead. It's like, damn it, got distracted. Okay, everything is done. Yeah, that's my last tune's writs done.
Oh, here he comes again.
Which campaign are you in?
It'll be Vivek, I hope.
I'm in Vivek.
'Cause that's where I'll be going soon.
I'll come and join in 2 secs.
But I'll,
What are you
stop
taking
the-
in?
Me?
Yeah, mate.
I really got to keep working up Doc. But I'm having so much fun with the Templar lately. I mean, I'm like really having fun with the Templar. It may
Yep.
end up being. I miss
I think
taking
he's a
Doc.
warden.
There's been a shift.
Yeah, they're pretty beefy to take down at times.
Unless they're built like mine. Yeah, over it. Sell that. Ali, up. And then open that up, talk to him, and then I'm ready. I'll bring my water.
There's 3 of us on him, and the best we've been able to do is get him down to 10% below his normal full health.
Send me an invite, mate.
I'm in the sewers.
Fuck.
Looks like I'm gonna better jump straight in.
Hang on.
Gonna bring my DK down.
Yeah, I'll come in the warden to start with. I might flip around, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna get rid of my plate, pour another drink, and I'll be right back.
Ah, he's got me. Fuck. That's 3 times he's killed me now. Haunting curse, degeneration, force pulse. Can't really. I hit him with my ultimate twice as well.
Whereabouts are you?
Do you want an invite?
Yeah, please.
Hang on a sec. Are you in Cyrodiil yet?
Yeah, I'm in the sewers at the moment.
Well, I'm just in Cyrodiil. Did you get that?
Yep.
Video then. Right, just because I got a funny feeling that we could get quite vocal with our language if
Aren't we in R18?
Yeah. I'm just going to stop my
Welcome.
YouTube stream and move it over to Smashcast, just for language
Selena.
purposes, and then I will I'll upload the results at a later date. Swapping now.